It is July 22nd, and Team Serbia, led by Nikola Jokic, gears up to face off against Greece, led by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Greece comes into the game having only played one other international friendly game, beating Puerto Rico by just 2 points. Team Serbia has gone 2-2 so far in exhibition play, beating France and Japan, but losing to Australia and USA. The Greeks are getting ready to face Canada in their first game of group play, while the Serbians have to face the Americans on the 28th. Both teams are extremely eager to get one more game under their belt before the tournament, so buckle up as we go through this exciting game. First quarter. It was Bogdan Bogdanovic for the Serbians who opened up the scoring with a pull-up jumper. Just a minute later, Serbian big man Filip Patrushev cleaned up a Nikola Jokic miss and got himself to the free throw line, knocking down one of the 2 free throws and putting the Serbians up by 3. After the two teams traded buckets for a couple of possessions, MVP of the NBA Nikola Jokic showed off his stellar passing ability as he found Ognjen Dobrić on a backdoor cut, bringing the Serbian lead up to 5 points. But on the next possession, Giannis faced off against Nikola Jokic and hit a mean jumper which got Jokic off balance, cutting the lead to just 3 once again. On his next possession, Giannis was able to drive all the way to the hoop and draw an and one after a Nikola Jokic quick bucket. After this and one, the Serbians were able to find their big Patrushev en route to another dunk. After the two sides traded 3-point shots, Dobrić for the Serbians put up a floater to bring their lead up to 8. But Greek point guard Toliopoulos was able to get a quick floater to go on the very next possession. A few possessions later, it was Bogdan Bogdanovic once again to help out the Serbians after he got a tough off-balance three-pointer to fall, bringing the lead up to double digits for the first time in the contest. The Greeks refused to stay down, as they got a 3 of their own quickly to answer back, made by their guard Larenzakis. As the clock wound down in the first quarter, guard Dimitris Moraitis was able to get an and one driving layup to fall, cutting the lead down to 5 to end the quarter. It was clear that the Greeks were outclassed so far in this matchup and that they needed a star to lean on, but luckily they had Giannis on their side. This time around, it was Nikola Milutinov for the Serbians who got the scoring off to a start, as he was able to sink 2 free throws after getting hacked on a layup attempt. On the other side of the court, Giannis was able to get more involved, as he sat patiently and waited for his teammate Panagiotis Kalazakis to dump the ball down to him for a wide-open dunk. After a couple of unanswered buckets, capped off by a strong dunk by big man Uroš Plavšić, the Serbians were once again up by double digits, 34-23. However, the Greeks showed that they would not go away, as Kostas Papanikolaou drained a 3, bringing the Greeks closer to the Serbians once again. The Serbian big man Filip Patrushev was able to knock down another 3, keeping the Greeks just out of reach no matter how hard they tried. After the two teams traded buckets as the half wound down, Aleksa Avramovic was able to cap off the half on the high note for the Serbians as he knocked down a 3 from the wing to put the Serbians up 9 going into the break. As the two teams went into their locker rooms, the Serbians were still outplaying the Greeks. While the Greeks were getting some shots to fall, the Serbians were shooting very well from 3 and playing at a pace that the Greeks could not stay at for a full game. Third quarter. The third quarter started just as the first quarter began, with a Bogdanovic bucket. This time it was a 3-point shot off of a kick out by point guard Aleksa Avramovic. Soon after, the Greeks were able to capitalize off of a bad pass, turning defense into offense and getting a wide-open bucket. Then, Greek center Georgios Papagiannis was able to knock down a 3 to bring the deficit to only 10. But Nikola Jokic was able to grow the lead again on the next possession, making a tough mid-range shot look easy, which was soon followed by a Bogdan Bogdanovic three-pointer from the top of the key. Staring down the face of a 15-point deficit, the Greeks hit a couple of 3s to keep them within reach of the Serbians with the help of Thomas Walkup and Dimitris Moraitis' cold-blooded shooting. Only a couple of minutes later, Nikola Jokic decided to show off his playmaking abilities once again. As he got the ball at the top of the key, he drove, and as he drove, he drew the defense in towards him, floating the ball to Nikola Milutinov, who was there for an easy wide-open dunk, bringing the score to 62-52. Over the course of the next couple of minutes, neither team could really go on a run as the scoring went back and forth, until Miami Heat up and hit a corner three to put Team Serbia up by 16 points. To finish off the scoring for the quarter, Greek forward Panagiotis Kalazakis hit a corner three just as Vanja Marinkovic closed out on him. Fourth quarter. The Greeks did just that, as they struck first in the fourth when Giannis Antetokounmpo let a three-pointer fly coming right off of a screen, punishing the defense who had gone over the screen and fallen behind. But the Serbians showed the Greeks that they were going to maintain this lead when they were able to turn defense into offense, which eventually culminated in a Nikola Jokic alley-oop dunk. From there, it was Serbia's game to lose, and they knew it. Fresh off of 4 straight-made free throws, Marinkovic was able to get an easy layup off of an excellent cross-court pass, putting his team up by 18 points. While Giannis did his best to fight back, including this mid-range shot he drained, they could not keep Jokic away from the ball, as he was quickly fouled by Giannis and sent to the line on the very next possession, as he was able to drain both, rubbing salt into the Greeks' wound once again. Down 18 points with 4 minutes left, the Greeks had one more real chance to come back, as Giannis drained a mid-range shot in the face of Jokic, but it may have been too little, too late. As Nikola Jokic hit a smooth spin layup to put his team up by 20 points, you could feel that the Serbians had won the game, as Giannis was sat down for the last time. Before the Serbian starters sat down for the last time, Atlanta Hawks forward Bogdan Bogdanovic got into the action one more time, hitting another three from the wing. As the clock reached 0, the Greeks got one more score in, as they made the final score 94-72. Serbia was just too much for the Greeks to handle today, and they showed that with their stellar shooting, passing, and teamwork, completely outclassing Giannis and the Greek team. Giannis was able to end the game with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists on 58% shooting, but it was clear that if the Greeks wanted to be successful, other people would need to step up and take on a bigger load. But Giannis also did not get as many minutes as he will in the Olympics, so this was just a small taste of what we will get when we see him in Paris. Nikola Jokic, on the other hand, was very helpful in the win, almost getting a triple-double with restricted minutes, scoring 16 points with 8 rebounds and 8 assists. He will also be extremely fun to watch in the Olympics, especially as Team Serbia gears up to face off against the US on the 28th, as he will seek revenge on Team USA after they were defeated in embarrassing fashion only a few days ago. In the end, this was nothing but a good tune-up game, where we get to see the two countries face off against each other and get more practice in front of a crowd. The two teams both played with high intensity, which gives basketball fans all across the world something to be excited about when these two teams travel to Paris. Alright, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you thought down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the episode if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.